J drone here, Armor 85 HD drone. I just tested these batteries, solo good. It says 75C, I don't believe it. But the battery did well, the battery lasted long. We have the jumper, and I've upgraded my antennas on my FXT goggles. This company right here, focus, there we go. Prodrone.pl, I believe, holds the record for the longest FPV flight. Not with these antennas, with another antenna they make. Their antennas are pretty darn good. Obviously, this is a directional antenna, and that is more orbital type antenna. But we're gonna give this a run, and I'm going to we're gonna shoot it out that way. I do have battery telemetry, so as long as this doesn't fail safe, as long as I don't lose my FPV signal, we should be able to go out a considerable distance and come back. I know I don't got a lot of time on this, so we kind of need to make it like a minute and a half run out and a minute and a half back just to be safe. I think the battery did run to about 4.5 minutes or something. But all right, let's go. Alright guys, here we go. And again, there's no beeper on this, there's no safety feature for me. This goes down, I gotta go find it. And immediately, you can see lower right, that's our FPV. We immediately get a low battery. It doesn't matter if the battery's fully charged, almost immediately we get a low battery, but we're still good to fly on it. We're good to fly on the battery until it says land now. So we're gonna take it out here, and I will show you how far we take it out via a little map. I use a website to map these coordinates. It's really simple to do. You just put one pin on the map, another pin on the map, and what you're gonna notice here shortly is it bucks back, and then bam, fail-safe. It fail-safed on me. The communication between the radio and the drone was lost. Well guys, I think it's safe to say that we hit our max range or fail-safed. So this is going to be fun to try to find. Fortunately, it's not deep in the season, and it's just the start of spring, but we are in the middle of the field. There's no beeper on us, so what I'm going to rely on is the jumper. As far as just kind of like firing the motors, and also my FPV signal. My FPV signal cut when it hit the ground, which is typical because it's down on the ground and not in there. So let's go see if we can find this. And we found it. So aim's up. Hopefully that stick, hopefully we didn't burn out anything. I'm gonna go ahead and just fire the motors on my lap here. Maybe not, or in my hand. I could do it in my hand, excuse the poor video here. We're gonna go ahead and just go down. Or no, maybe it won't while it's in my hand. Probably needs to be on flat level surface. We'll check this on the road over there. That's a long walk. It was a long walk. So this had decent distance for but that'll just let you know your max distance on this. I guess I should stop the recording on board the drone. And maybe we'll burn the rest of the battery out here. And this right here is just going to be a quick run, nothing impressive, but it's going to show something that I will recap on towards the end of the video. FPV is not a problem, radio signal from the jumper to the drone is not a problem, but the receiver on the drone, the antenna itself, is a problem, and I address that towards the end. As I turn around, we fail-safed. With the antenna away from ourselves, we fail-safed. Now, I had a hard time finding this. You could see me, bam, right there. I was actually, the FXT goggles, you could remove the screen from the goggles. I was walking around seeing if I could see myself, and fortunately, I was able to see myself, and you can see me pointing, trying to gain orientation on where the drone is, and I was actually able to find the drone. I was very fortunate in that, because this time the failsafe kept me from firing the motors at all. Alright guys, so that was hard to find because it fail-safed, and when it fail-safes, you can now fire the motors. And again, there is no beeper on this. And even setting it on flat surface, it wouldn't unfail-safe. You actually I had to turn everything off and then rebind it. So all in all, guys, I think that was a good run, and I'm gonna tell you why. Just to show you we haven't damaged anything. All motors still firing freely, which is pretty good. So that means our guards, our flex guards, which I can show you, they are flex guards. You can squish them and they're not going to break and whatnot, as opposed to the other ones. They definitely worked, but as you can see on this drone here, those are my receiver antennas, okay? So when we are flying away from ourselves, we still have good receiver antennas, right? As we're flying towards ourselves, we might even have better receiver antennas. But no matter which way we go, those receiver antennas are never really being obstructed. On our way out, the little 400 and some odd meter run that we did, this little wire back here, that little wire that's shining red, is our receiver antenna. So as we're going out, no problem, right? But as you saw when I did a quick dash, maybe 100 meter, 200 meter dash this way, and then turned, we lost it. It fail safed. And that's because of that receiver antenna. Again, that red wire there that's no longer red, the tip back end of it's red and now it's silver, is because of the way it is. Initially, we should stick it up kind of like our FPV antenna there. But all in all, I think that's good. I think for a quarter mile out with no modifications, pretty good. I mean, we did run a different battery, which again, I have, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the 75C on it, but as far as a good battery for this, I think it is a good battery for this. Good, decent run times. Guys, I'm J Drone. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Questions, comments, concerns down below. And if you haven't seen it, I've only showcased this maybe once or twice in my videos. This is compliments of Jumper. They hydro dipped this for me. It is a T8SG Plus final make, which the carbon fiber is a final make. They both have voice modules in them. I'm not really quite sure how to activate them yet. I'm waiting for more information on that. And the carbon fiber one, I just did a review today of that. I'll put the link for that down below. We'll put a link for the regular one down below, and we'll put a link for this down below. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. If you want to be a part of a exclusive group, again, it's exclusive. It's not for everybody. Links down below. It is a 99-cent paid membership group, but you'll get a little bit more content, and you'll be able to interact with myself and other people on a exclusive level. Later.